As everybody knows, we're here because people are still living in poverty in the downtown east side. People are still suffering in the downtown east side. People are still being forced into shelters in the downtown east side. People are still being kicked by the boots of the cops who patrol these streets every single night. Nothing has changed in the downtown east side, not due to BC Housing, not due to Mayor Gregor Robertson, not due to many of the housing providers who continue to control people who live in this neighborhood. That's why women in this neighborhood organize every single year to make their voices heard, to let people know that what they want is housing, childcare, education, to be free from violence, to be free from police harassment, and to say that the downtown east side doesn't want the Olympics in this city.
We are the Power of Women group. Power of Women is a group at the downtown east side Women's Center, and we do education on social issues. We're a group of women from all walks of life who are either on social assistance, working poor, or homeless, but we are living in extreme poverty. Many of us are single mothers who have had our children apprehended due to poverty. Most of us had chronic physical or mental health issues, for example, HIV, hepatitis C. Many have drug or alcohol addictions, and our majority have experienced and survived sexual violence and mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional abuse. For Indigenous women, we are affected by a legacy of the effects of residential schools and history of colonization and racism.
We just need to make an awareness that if there's money for the Olympics 2010, and I know they've gone over budget, well then maybe they should put some money into housing and go over budget and not complain. The government doesn't give you enough money to live off with a baby for shelter or rent or Pampers or milk. You can't sit down, you can't do anything, you can't hang around in your neighborhood. You're ticketed for spitting, you're ticketed for jaywalking, you're ticketed for standing around trying to talk to people, you're harassed because they think you're a drug addict. Like the thing I want, just 1 minute baby, the thing I want to say is not everybody down here is an addict, not everybody down here is an alcoholic, because look at me. You know, where is the heart of people?
We should get more homes for the women on the street. They shouldn't be sleeping on the street. More homes and more survival.
They all sleep outside. That's not good. They need to have more support, and they need to find a home where it's not be the safe and sound and they're not on the street.
Say hi.
Hi. And we're here with the Power of Women because I'm part of the group. And the power of two women means power to women, not power that we have muscles, but power that we have spirit. We have minds, we have hearts. Poverty does not mean we're poor in money, or poor in spirit. We're only poor in money. We need homes, and I say if the parliament, the city hall can give themselves raises every year, and they ain't doing, I say they should give us a raise on our welfare checks every year also, because we're doing something. We are doing something. The something that we're doing is called survival. And everybody down here has their own survival skills. I don't care if it's panhandling, collecting bottles, whatever, standing in soup lineups, waiting for sandwiches, going to the next organization to see if we can eat, sleep, get toilet paper to wipe our butts, whatever it is.
That we're not just talking for people on government checks. We're talking for what you like to call the working poor. People who work hard every day at this city, many times in menial jobs for low wages, and together with people on welfare checks, cannot afford usually to have their teeth fixed, can't afford to eat nutritious food, and have trouble to pay their bus fare. They are doing useful jobs that are of value to this country.
I'm also homeless. If it wasn't for my friends, I would be sleeping on the streets, which I have done. And I think that is such a lousy thing at my age that I have to put up with this. I sat on the sidewalk one day because I wasn't feeling good, and the cops came and wanted to give me a ticket. So I mean, how is that for justice in this beautiful city? I mean, we need housing now. I've been on the waiting list for years now, and whenever something something else comes up and I don't get it. So I mean, I'm still depending on other people to give me a roof over my head, which is not fair to them, for one thing. You know, because I mean, it was only supposed to be for a short period, and now it's been years, which is ridiculous. And the nice people from the welfare were going to give me a bus ticket to where my daughter lives, a one-way ticket, so I wouldn't come back to Vancouver and open my mouth. But I'm not going, and I turned them down gladly. And then I got a nice room in one of the hotels down here, and because I complained of the cockroaches and my four-legged mice, and when the bed bugs moved in, I complained to the health board. But who got kicked out? I did, because I was a complainer. And my room was not habitable. A week later, my room was painted, and somebody else was living there. So how do you like that one for bananas?
Let's make a circle